Greetings to all of our Greenlight Academy students and their parents, guardians, grandparents, everyone who has been actively involved in Greenlight Academy 2012, getting all of that paperwork filled out. We are really happy to have our 30 accepted students. A little bit sad that we couldn't take more, but as you know, Connecticut's budget's been severely cut this year. Because we got notice of the grant so late, we have had to relocate Greenlight Academy from Connecticut, where we've always held it, to College of the Atlantic in Maine, which is a little bit scary but super exciting because it's the perfect environment for us to do our academy. At the same time, you have to hopefully bear with us as we work through a few of the kinks in moving the GLA program 350 miles away. Normally, we have orientation the first day of GLA and all the parents come and I get to talk to all of you in a big amphitheater and answer all of your questions. Because you're going to put your kids, your students on a bus to Maine at 7 in the morning on Sunday the 24th, this is really my way of reaching out to you so that you know who I am. And then you can email us with any questions or problems between now and the departure date. So I am Dr. Casey Jordan. I invented Greenlight Academy in 2009 as an interdistrict grant program funded by donors and by a grant from the Department of Education in the state of Connecticut. To the extent that I am an educator, I've taught at Western Connecticut State University for the past 20 years, and I am professor and an attorney, but mostly I'm a major advocate of our young people, and I do believe that these sorts of programs can make a huge difference. But I can also tell you that it can't happen without the support of parents and the understanding of how much work goes into doing something like this. So I wanted to go over just a few pointers, a few things. Most of this is on our website, but I wanted to point it out to you. And get prepared because we may have a few more updates for you before our departure date. And we will always email you the link to the video so that you can see what's going on. We have emphasized over and over again to pack light. I can't emphasize this enough. The kids will have washing machines, coin-op laundry facilities at the dorms at COA. But although we'll have a lot of room on the coach bus going up and coming back, for our camping trips to the lighthouse in the Fox Island Thoroughfare, we have to take all the luggage in a van, and it makes it much more difficult if they have a huge hard shell rolling suitcases. I would much rather they bring just enough clothes for 3 or 4 days. Again, jeans, cargo pants, a pair of shorts. They can bring running shorts, nothing immodest. We want our young ladies not to think it's a fashion show. So try to avoid those spaghetti straps, those sandals that are, impractical, super short shorts. Remember, this really is an outdoor program, and they need to get prepared to be dirty and to be a little bit grungy, to wade into the ocean and tidal pools and do mountain climbing. So make sure that your kids, actually, the old clothes they're ready to give to Salvation Army or Goodwill are really good clothes for them to send on this trip. The key is that they can always wash them. So send them with a roll of quarters for the washers and dryers. We'll provide the detergent so you don't have to pack any of that. But mostly, let's just make sure they pack light. And duffel bags or soft-sided tote bags, those things are the easiest for them, as well as a backpack, not a purse, to be taking on the cruises and stuff. Things that they can put their water bottle, their insect repellent, their sunblock, their hat, their bagged lunch in when they go on field trips, because we will be having a lot of field trips and hikes and boat excursions. One of the big rules of Greenlight Academy, remember our goals are twofold. We are going to increase their academic performance, and the second goal is to reduce isolation, which is a fancy term for meaning we want them to learn some social skills, learn to get along, learn to have conversations with people they don't know. We will very intentionally split up cliques and best friends who are ostracizing other people, because we want all of these students to get to know each other and become friends with one another. Now, to that end, our biggest goal is to get them off of their electronic devices. Of course, your child can bring his or her cell phone. We know you want to speak with them, and we anticipate that every child will have a phone. However, we will not permit your child to carry his or her cell phone with them during Greenlight activities. The phone will remain in their dorm room at all times. And we encourage you to call them or arrange for them to call you only in the evenings between 10 and 11 when they have downtime just before lights out at 11 p.m. Please don't call your child at any other time, unless you want to anticipate just leaving them a message on their cell phone that they will pick up during breaks when they go back to their dorm rooms around lunchtime, before dinner. They get to go back to their rooms and pick up their cell phones a few minutes each day. But they will not have their phone on them. We really, really need your help and your respect of this. This idea that you can reach your child 24 hours a day, not going to work with Greenlight Academy. If we catch them with their cell phone outside of their room, we will take their phone from them for the balance of Greenlight Academy. And we're very serious about that. Their cell phone stays on their bed at all times. So if your child has his or her cell phone taken from him, you would need to communicate with your child at a pre-assigned time because their arm will have their cell phone, so you would only be able to call them on their cell at night with their arm present, and as soon as your conversation is over, the cell phone will be reconfiscated and stay with their arm. Again, we need you to respect and uphold this rule because we find that cell phones really do interfere with the reduction of isolation between the students. You will be given a contact sheet with my number on it and the number of your child's academic resource mentor. The ARMs, we call them our ARMs, are our college-age dorm counselors who are with the kids on their evening activities. They do all the recreation with them, their social activities in the evenings. They are their chaperones on trips. And think of them as your child's mentor in the dorm situation. Your child will be assigned an arm. We have 3 arms, and each one will be assigned 10 students. And they are going to be Mike, Amanda, and Jordan. And we will give you a contact sheet and let you know who your child is assigned to, and you will be given the ARM's cell phone number. In case of emergency during the day, if you need to reach your child, please, only in case of emergency, you can call the ARM or call me and we will get your child for you. Otherwise, please respect that we're trying to get the kids to interact with each other, to make them stop texting, stop Facebooking, and actually turn their heads to the right and left and chat to the person that they're actually with at the time. The less contact from parents we actually find is better. Again, evenings 10 to 11 is a great time for you to talk to your kid. They will be in their dorm rooms. They shouldn't have any issues if you want to email or call them then. Medical issues, you all filled out exhaustive medical forms and we keep those on hand in case of emergency. We have your child's medical history. But please understand, there are going to, because of the rugged nature of field trips, there may be some scrapes and bruises, and we walk around with a backpack full of first aid stuff, Band-Aids, bandages, Neosporin, that sort of thing. Anything more serious than that, we're going to take your child directly to an emergency room. Okay? We don't monkey around with emergencies. We do not keep a staff doctor. We simply are very good judges of what's an emergency and what we can deal with. And we're pretty good at doctoring kids up for minor things. And trust me, if your child is in any way sick or injured, we will contact you immediately. I also want to reassure you that our ARMs are CPR certified. And most of our staff. So, we're prepared for emergencies, but we just want to reassure you that we will always err on the side of getting your child medical attention if we feel it's in order, and we'll always keep you in the loop if that happens. With regard to housing, all of the kids are going to be in a housing unit at the College of the Atlantic called Blair Tyson. They are in pods with common kitchens and dining areas, and I want to reassure you that the males and females will be separated. Again, we've always, every dorm situation is different. We would like to be able to put them in different dorm buildings, but it's just not feasible most of the time. We absolutely watch them like hawks. We drill it into their head from day one that there is no hanky-panky. The ARMs are on the watch all the time, and it's not that we're trying to destroy any summer romances, but we do really look out for the best interest of your young men and women and make sure that they are in their rooms and that there are no outside visitors to their rooms. So even though males and females may be inside the same building, they're in separate wings or separate housing pods, and at all times boys do not go into the girls' rooms and girls do not go into the boys' rooms, and if that happens, that's a violation that will get them automatically expelled, and we let them know that. We have some fantastic field trips planned. Understand that in the first week, the kids will be split into 2 groups and go out to Mount Desert Rock. This is an extremely fantastic opportunity, very expensive. It's adding $10,000 to our grant expenditure to get your kids a visit to Mount Desert Rock. It is a world-famous whale watching station 25 miles off the coast of Maine. and it has a lighthouse and a lighthouse keeper's house in which the kids will be bunking for the 2 days that they are out there. Again, this is why we need them to pack light and only bring sleeping bags instead of big comforter rolls and big bedding things, because there will be some lighthouse visits while they're out there. The schedule indicates all of their activities. In addition to Mount Desert Rock, and of course chaperones are with them at all time, they will be kayaking. They will be going on a number of cruises of the main bays and peninsulas and getting off on islands. Please, we'll always have snacks for your kids, but if you want to send them with some snacks from the outset, you're welcome to. Midweek, we'll take them on a little shopping spree if they want to go to Walmart and pick up more snacks, if they don't like our snacks. We don't think they should need more than $50 while they're there for toiletry supplies, anything they may have forgotten, extra snacks. If you have the pocket money and want to give it to them, that's fine, but please know we won't let your kids be deprived. If they need something and don't have any pocket change, we will make sure that they get it. We really want you to know that you are invited to graduation, which is on the 12th of July, a Thursday night, the night before they depart to come home. Unfortunately, we can't help you with transportation to get to the Schoodic Education and Research Center. It's in Winter Harbor, Maine. It is a long drive, probably 7 to 8 hours. We feel very badly that we can't find the funding or the location to have a Connecticut side graduation upon return. We tried very hard, but it just didn't come together. So we're going to have the graduation ceremony at Cirque in Maine. You are absolutely invited to come. Hopefully you could come and then turn it into a nice long weekend vacation in Maine with your child. But if you can't, please rest assured that our videographer Samantha is going to tape it for you, and we will absolutely put it online, either on Vimeo or YouTube, so that everybody will be able to see the graduation ceremony after the fact. We'll also have a lot of professional photographs. We'll try to be posting those during Greenlight Academy on our GLA website and also our GLA Facebook page. Please like it if you haven't already, and that way you can see daily what activities your kids are doing and hopefully photos and videos of your kids as they are being produced. If you have any questions between now and Sunday's departure, please email them to us. You should already know the email address. It's gla@beaconpreservation.org. I want to thank everybody who is allowing us to use their aero beds, and a few people donated aero beds. That's going to make our lighthouse stays so much more comfortable, and we're really touched by the idea that you rose to the occasion. Again, you will have a contact sheet just before we leave with an updated calendar of what's going on, and you will know how to reach us. I'm simply going to wait till the last minute to give you my cell phone number because I don't want my cell phone blowing up between now and the departure date. We can answer your questions a lot more efficiently by email. Thanks again for your interest and your support in making Greenlight happen. Please do not be late on Sunday morning. Wake up extra early. The bus will be outside the gates of the aquaculture school, and the big coach bus, we just need you to pull up. We need to check off your child's name, give them a big hug goodbye, and we really need to leave on time so that we can get everything done on schedule. Again, thank you, and look for more video updates this week.